From the day that those talks began, we were crystal clear that we would not accept anything less than a good deal. And we defined it up front as a deal that closed off the 4 pathways to a bomb. The 2 uranium pathways, the 1 plutonium pathway, and the covert pathway. So we set our standard, and we believe we have achieved that standard.
Okay, plain talk. Most Americans have no idea where Iran is on a map, much less why we should be up in arms about this country most of us still see as nothing more than a band of death to America screamers and fanatics. Most Americans still can't decide why there's such a furor over these backward folks given a chance of going nuclear. But time to get all our heads in the game. The nuclear deal struck between America and Iran, now being dissected in Congress. This deal will affect the lives of everyday Americans, whether you like it or not. If we're being jobbed, let's know it. And if the Obama administration's setting us up for a date with nuclear war, we better understand the ramifications and the reality. Our first guest, originally from Iran and Syria, a leading expert on U.S. foreign policy in the Middle East, Majid Rafizadeh. And joined by an expert on Middle East politics and affairs, syndicated columnist, network commentator, Dr. Alon Ben-Meir. Gentlemen, I want to thank you both for joining us. And Dr. Ben-Meir, I'm coming to you first with a flat-out question. The people who approve this deal, are they misinformed, uninformed, naive, or just plain ignorant of what happens here in the 21st century?
Well, I think perhaps there's a sort of a combination of all 4, because I think those who characterize the deal as being good or bad are both wrong, nor is it a historic deal. And so there's some good elements in it, there's some bad elements in it, but only time is going to tell whether or not this deal is going to be really good, or is going to prevent Iran from acquiring nuclear weapons, or is going to fall apart, because the question now is going to be to what extent the United States and other and the international monitoring system be able to really monitor to see if Iran is going to be fully compliant with the various provisions of the deal.
Let me get on that, because isn't it fair to say that there really is no 24-day period to come in and test, because that's just the beginning of the process here. The Iranians can still scrub anything clean that they want. You have the IAEA, they can come in. It's all different. The deal has been changed. It is not what the American people were told. Is that not correct?
And if you're asking me, yes, I don't think the deal is exactly what Secretary of State John Kerry just said. I think we have compromised on a number of fronts. Nevertheless, if we were to ask the question, is this deal the way it stands today, better than no deal? I think that this deal is better, but we're going to have to make sure that Iran fully comply with it and not tolerate any infraction, however small, may the Iranians commit.
Okay, I've got about 90 seconds left. Majid, let me come to you. The Iran deputy foreign minister said, we'll buy weapons from wherever possible. This will not stop us. They are continuing to slap back at this, no matter what the American president says or John Kerry says. Is there any doubt in your mind, from what you know, that this Iranian government will look to weaponize quickly, put the nukes on top of rockets if they can, and do some severe damage?
I have no doubt in my mind that they from the beginning they've been trying to really have nuclear weapon in their country. So there is no doubt about that. And all those disclosure of hidden or secret underground nuclear sites can totally show that what were they trying to do. And I've been listening now to to Iran state media publications and even the speeches of the high officials in IRGC, and all they're saying is that our military sites are off limit. The IAEA is not going to inspect our military sites, and they basically are giving details that President Obama is hiding from the American public, and he's hiding it for a purpose of finally releasing all the sanctions on
Let me
Iran.
do this, because I'm just about out of time. Dr. Ben-Meir, 10 seconds. Does this deal frighten you?
Well, I think, it gives us an opportunity to see if we can check Iran, but I agree with my colleague on the other side.
It does frighten you then?
Iran is committed to acquiring a nuclear weapon, and it may very well do so.
And there you go. That's the end result of this. We'll talk again. Dr. Alon Ben-Meir, thank you very much. Majid Rafizadeh, thank you very much. This is a story that we're obviously going to continue to follow.